Okay, so this is to demonstrate how you can add multiple disks in a virtual machine in Oracle VirtualBox. So you select the machine or the machine that you have existing already. In my case, I'm going to do it on this one called Ubuntu Server. So you select the machine and then click on Settings. And that will open up the settings where you can actually add storage. So look for the option that says or the icon that says storage. And currently I'm showing that I have an IDE device, which is my virtual CD drive, and I have a controller, a SATA controller, that one disk is currently connected. So this is the disk where my operating system is loaded. I only actually have one disk connected now to this virtual machine. So if I want to add an additional disk or additional storage to this server, all you need to do is click on the plus sign where it says add a hard disk. So you have two icons here. One is representing, if you put your mouse over it, you will see that the first option there, the icon that looks like a CD or a DVD, that will add an optical drive. So what we need to add is a virtual hard disk. Okay, so you're gonna go ahead and click on add, and then you're gonna click on create. Now if you have if you have already created this virtual disk and it's listed here, you can select it. In my case, I don't have the virtual disk created as yet, so I have to go and create it. So what this will do is take you to the wizard to create this virtual disk, where it'll ask you where you want to store the disk, or where the storage space is located, and how do you want to prepare the disk, like the disk type or the disk format that you want to use. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the VDI format, which is native to the virtual box disk image, and go ahead and click on next, and I'll leave this option as that dynamically allocate. Click on next, and here it asks me for the size of the disk and the location. I'm gonna reduce this to about say about 500 megs. So I'll just use the slider here to select that option, 502 megs. And this at the top here is showing me the location where the disk will be located. If you're using a Windows server, the path will be a little bit different. I'm doing this on my underlying, or my host operating system is actually a Linux box. So it shows a little bit differently here. Now you can select exactly where you want to have this storage, or from which hard drive you actually want to store this image file. So I've selected the. I'm gonna leave it in this path that it auto select for me, and once the size of the disk is correct, you click on create, and it will go ahead and create it. Now the disk is added at the bottom here. Okay, so this is the 500 meg disk that they created. So now I can add this disk to the virtual machine by selecting the option choose. So first I have to create it. After creating it, it's now listed as an option that I can choose. So I choose that, and here I see that the disk has now been added to the system. So when you boot the system, it will actually recognize this disk as a second disk in the system. Okay, and that's basically how you add additional hard drives into Linux. Same can be applied to a Windows operating system as well. It's no different. Same method is being used for either Linux or Windows operating system.